Hi folks, and thanks for joining Somm4All here at the grill. So it's the Friday before the long weekend to celebrate Canada Day, and as thoughts turn to getting ready for family and friends and being outside, hopefully wherever you are, that the weather cooperates with that, and as we think of barbecuing, I thought I'd take a few moments to talk to you about a meat alternative. I'm sure we've all seen the commercials or we've read about it online. There's a company called Beyond Meat that has a plant-based meat alternative. Now the product is very similar to meat, and just want to put it out there, I'm not a paid spokesperson for Beyond the Meat. I have no skin in the game with them. I do, however, like to try and eat a little more responsibly in my older age. I mean, I've always been a carnivore. I do love my meat. However, my wife and I are looking to try and introduce a little bit more of the flexitarian approach, where we introduce more vegetables and more grains into our diet. We just think that's a little bit of our responsibility to the earth these days. Now, I'm not here to try and change your mindset. I'm not here to tell you that you should be a vegetarian. That's for everybody to decide. However, there are a lot of advantages to being a little more responsible with our meat purchases and our meat alternative considerations. Beyond the Meat looks like a patty, smells like a patty, pretty much tastes like a patty. You'd be hard-pressed in a blind taste to have someone tell you that that's not a hamburger unless they knew going in that it wasn't. You do get grill marks. They look a little bit like the frozen hamburgers that we used to see in boxes, or still do. We don't really buy that anymore. But in terms of taste, again, you would think it's meat. Now, as a sommelier, I do like to have a glass of wine with my burgers. And you know, the question that I'm asked a little bit these days is, well, how does that pair up with Beyond the Meat? The only real difference is the texture of the meat being plant-based. The wines that you would choose for that wouldn't be heavy on tannins, and tannins is that grippiness that you get, especially from red wines, or only in red wines. So in my glass here, I've got an Ontario Cabernet Franc. What's more Canadian than that, getting ready for Canada Day? It's got good fruit on it. You get raspberry, you get some blackberry. It's not jammy, but it does have that, that bright fruit forwardness on it, and it's very silky smooth on the palate. Take a sip, very easy to drink. The bonus with what I'm drinking today is that it's from Sandbanks, and Sandbanks is a vegan wine producer. I know you may be thinking vegan wines. However, in a lot of the winemaking practices, some people do use animal byproducts to fine and filter through their wines and to collect some of the particles that are in there, and that's kind of technical, but that is what happens. So, Sandbanks, produced in Prince Edward County in Ontario, vegan wine supplier. Pairs perfectly with a vegan meat alternative. If you're a die-hard white fan, Carlo Estates, again from Prince Edward County. Their Riesling would have just enough body and be light and refreshing, especially on a hot summer's day. Would go very well with this. So if you're looking for some wines to pair with your Beyond the Meat, vegan is definitely the way to go. Carlo Estates, Prince Edward County, Sandbanks, and you can look online for other vegan wines wherever you may live. So to all of you out there, wish you good eating this Canada Day weekend. All the best. Cheers.